Hello, everybody. Welcome to TWL. We've decided to sit down because we're lazy today. So, and it's been an exhausting fourth quarter, Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas
Exhausting.
was busy. In
Oh
a
my
good
God.
way.
In a good way,
Which is
yes,
very
but
busy.
nutty.
And
So
the store's like quiet and like naked now. It's weird. We have room to see things we haven't seen.
It's
And
not naked.
to us it is.
To us
when
it
it's
is.
not crammed with Christmas. I mean, it's still
Hi, Annie.
Yeah, it's crammed with everything else still. But
Hi, Annie.
hello.
So yes, I feel the same way. I tell that to customers, and they react the same way Roberto did.
They're like,
You know, it's
stuff
not naked.
everywhere.
What are you talking
about?
And we do still have a lot of stuff. Don't get us wrong, but we're used to seeing it packed, jam packed.
But the good news is we now have room for some fabulous new furniture pieces.
We've gotten some great Lane tables in, some great Dunbar, so we'll post pictures of all those up and show you guys.
Because we've already covered them with things, but lots of really good mid-century pieces, which we don't normally have room for furniture.
No, we don't. And,
great.
We do sell a bunch of mid-century furniture, especially for coffee tables, end tables, stuff like that. We've got some barrel chairs, stuff. But people come in and they wonder, if the furniture's for sale. Well, of course it is. But we do have a lot of stuff on a lot of the furniture, so because we sell a lot of smalls. So but this show today, it's gonna be kind of a laid back show today. We're gonna be talking about things coming up because we have got a jam-packed next 3 shows that, we're
already looking at February. January is set and busy, and we're already looking into the next month.
So I'm telling you, we got people calling us wanting, to be featured on the show, wanting to for us to talk about them, stuff like that. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about sponsorships and about things that you can do to help us bring these guests to the Time Warp show, the
Not
TWL
only TWL,
show.
but our larger productions too that are starting to get crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are ways that you guys can sponsorship. There's several different ways that you guys can sponsor. And he's going to throw up our Autorama sponsor here because we do have Autorama coming up, and we'll get to that in a moment. And we do a separate sponsorship for them because that is on location downtown. So in the store on the show, we are pushing almost 85,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now I am going to put Roberto in the corner here, and because you are you have other clients.
Correct.
Do any of you, and you have some big name clients, do any of them have as many subscribers as we do?
No.
They don't.
You are the biggest.
We have got 80, I think that I looked just recently, it was 83,900 subscribers.
I feel like
I'm talking about people that have been in the broadcasting industry over 35 years don't have as many as you.
Okay.
Big names. I feel like we just passed 75, and I was in 2 days later, and you're like at 79 now, and on and on.
So we are running about 10,000 subscribers a month. We're doing something that people like. And it's a great way to get your business and your product in front of that many eyes. Now that is just our YouTube. And I'm sure that we will hit 100,000 subscribers and move into the influencer category in YouTube
pretty shortly,
within the month.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to get your items, your name out there, stuff like that. Now, there is one caveat that I have to say about this. It's got to align with our show. So when I'm looking for sponsors for the show, something that is history driven, something that maybe can be used with vintage or antiques, on how to clean them, Michigan based.
There has to be a tie-in.
There's got to be a tie-in. So
which we can almost always find.
Right.
I mean, we have little bits and connections everywhere. So
absolutely, but there are great ways of doing that, and I will be putting out on our website TWL Time Warp Live the different, and you can go on there right now. There is a sponsor sheet on there, but and you can.
The orange one, right?
It is, yeah.
We're gonna put that up there.
Yeah, that is the orange one, and by sponsoring, not only are you going to be putting your business, your name in front of 85,000 people on YouTube alone. Between all of our Facebook pages, my professional, our Time Warp Vintage, which is sitting at almost 14,000 right now. But between my personal and all the other pages we stream on, there's another 25,000. So we're already over 100,000 eyeballs. And, you know, it's just a great way to do it. Plus, we are very, very, what's the word? Very small business oriented and very,
yes,
we work with the people around us.
We want to help support other small businesses, other entrepreneurs, other little individual, like
but eBay, if you want to sponsor us, you can.
Yeah, I mean, sure. A really huge corporation comes along and says,
I want to sponsor you, I'll be like, okay, write that check.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But we like to seek out other small businesses, startups.
Exactly.
Mom and pop shops. I mean, that's what we are, and that's what we.
It is. That's what our local shop small. We're big, small people. So, you know, the next thing we're going to be talking about in a few minutes is a map that Nikki created. And a lot of people have said, well, you know, these are like-minded stores. Are you sure it's not competition? Well, you know, competition's a good thing. Right. And when you provide longevity to a customer, meaning that they have other places to shop, it's not just in and out. They come here, they buy, we give them a map, they go to another store, then they spend the day or a restaurant or whatever.
You can see it as competition, or you can see it as variety.
Right.
We are not always going to have a blue, you know, Fenton vase that you want here.
Right.
But if we can tell you where you could find one, we're still fulfilling.
And you're still going to come back here again because we were helpful.
Yeah, they're going to appreciate, you know, it's not just, no, we don't have it. And we don't, it's like a secret that there's other antique stores in the area.
So we have 3 different levels of sponsorship. There is the minimal sponsorship, meaning that you get your things in front of people. I have it right here. I should probably read it. So there is the logo placement on all of our promotional materials during the live stream, mention of your brand at the start of and end of each episode, social media shout out. For $500 a month, your stuff is going to thousands, tens of thousands, and we do 4 shows a month. So that is your brand, your logo, your information going out to 85,000 people right now, plus 25,000 people. So what is that? I wish it was a closer math. 150,000 people. It's going out in front of their eyes. We have higher ones where you would be on the show, as well as
we could be a guest. We could do a spot at your place,
at your location.
Yeah. We could film a little commercial spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Air during the show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just like we flash it to photos of things or upcoming. I mean, we can say here's a commercial from one of our sponsors. We're gonna go to that for 30 seconds.
And I encourage you all to go to TWL-Time Warp Live YouTube page and check it out. You'll see for yourself. We've got videos on there from shows and different, both in-store TWLs as well as on-location TWLs that have 40,000-50,000 views. So, you know, getting this stuff in front of getting your stuff in front of their eyes, that's the way to do it. And that's the way to start getting people, you know, to understand your brand and to know that you exist.
Absolutely. Well, and our topics tend to not just be during the live once a week. We like prepare. And so like early in the week, we'll do little video clips. We'll do
absolutely.
Still shots. We'll mention what we're going to do. Even sometimes it's just a text only post, but it'll say, or we'll tag, or we'll say upcoming this week. And then we always do throwbacks, like this is what we talked about last week. So it's constantly, you know, refreshing as well.
And I had a thought on that too. Okay, so my thought just flew out the door with the rain because it is miserable out there. So
I'll blame the cold medicine I'm on. I'm a little under the weather, and the gloominess is not helping today.
But you know what? She worked all day.
I've been toughing it out. I didn't want to miss the show. I don't, you know, he has been doing this by himself long before he had co-hosts. But it's more fun when we can do it together. So
I'm excited because TWL has huge things coming out this summer or this year. We've got projects that are starting this year. We've got that are just going to drive more eyes to us. That is why, you know, now is a good time to jump on and join the ride with the sponsorship, especially since we're going into Autorama, which I believe is next. No, we're talking about map. We'll get back to Autorama. Let's go to the map.
Sure.
So we had a meeting last night.
We did.
Or yesterday, I guess, at Black Cat Coffee.
Yep.
If you haven't been there, go. It's in downtown.
In fact, I'll tag them.
So the record store.
Yes.
Right now, yes.
Downtown Mount Clemens, right next to Weirdsville, and then down the way from Max and Ollie's and RC. Help me. RC Treasures.
RC's Unexpected Treasures.
Unexpected Treasures. So Nikki put together this map, and this is the front part of the map that you're looking at now, and it just gives you an idea of all the different vintage and unique stores. Not all of them are 100% vintage.
Most of them are, or at least primarily,
or close to,
or they have an appreciation for vintage. So if it's a home goods store, or a gift shop, they've still got a vintage flair or an aesthetic that kind of matches ours, or things that we like.
Why'd you do it?
Because it's been a long time coming, and we talked about it. I've been an antique shopper my whole life. I feel like I grew up around antiques because my grandparents, my parents. So I've always been an antique collector. Then I got into an antique dealer. I met you guys because I was a customer at your old store
15 years ago.
I know. And so even the other shops, like, I feel like I've become friends with half of them. Like, we all communicate back and forth. There's always been like a verbal, like, hey, if we don't have it, have you tried?
Right.
Go visit Diane at Max and Ollie's, and then, we have a new antique mall down the street. And we all have so much on our plates all the time. It was a little easier for me, as yes, I work here and I have a booth at the conservatory, but I'm not running one of the businesses. No. You are doing a million things all the time. Yeah. And we've always said, like, do you remember when, like, the Thumb area, when they do the yard sale trail, and
those of you in California and all across the world,
everything in Michigan.
This is Michigan. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is Michigan. Okay. When we refer to the Thumb area, we refer to this part. Okay. You got Lake Huron and Lake St. Clair. So this would be the Thumb. Yeah.
And they had the yard sales trail kind of starts in like Port Huron-ish, Marine City, and goes up to Caseville, Port Austin. You might have heard of the Cheeseburger Festival, but there's antique stores along the way, and then they would do the yard sale trail.
Probably about 100 miles.
Yeah, but they called themselves the Blue Water Antique District, and I think they still have like they do have a brochure, and but it was a lot easier than us having to tell people or like write down phone numbers and addresses. Now it's just an easy way to say there are 10 other stores in 10 square miles that have businesses like we do, and we've always communicated back and forth. Now it's all in one place.
Okay, so you've got one side, you got the map, and then the other side has a picture and all the stores that he just threw up. You are putting an insert in this, right?
Yes, we're already expanding. I'm working on the insert right now. It's going to be 4 more shops that are either kind of in a similar vein, but like you said, not quite antique stores, or they're a little bit out of our geographic area, but they still are other similar businesses. So it's still going to be Metro Detroit. It might take you from like 10 square miles to like 20 or 30, but it's still like they're 15, 20 minutes away.
Right.
So we tend to get customers, we talk to all of our customers when they come in. You guys are really good at instilling. We always say, hi, welcome to Time Warp.
Even to those who don't want to be talked to.
We get that a lot. People kind of are like, yeah, leave me alone. I'm just looking.
I said hello to a woman once. And she stopped and I go, hi, how are you? That's all I said to her when she walked in. She stopped and looked at me, and I said, and she goes, are you going to speak to me the whole time you're in here? I'm in here. And I said, well, I just said hello, but I will ask you if you're doing okay. And she turned around and walked out.
They act like we're chasing them down at Art Van and like shoving a couch at them or something.
But 90% of them are good.
Yeah. But since we tend to ask our customers if it's their first time in,
right?
We've noticed that they'll say like, oh, I was at this other store and they told me about you. And now with the map and all of the stores having the map on hand, handing them out, mentioning.
Right.
And like you said, this goes back to what you said earlier, where if we don't have what they're looking for,
then we
can say, here, try these.
Because that is called customer service. Because the thing is when, and I learned this young in life, and I think that we're losing a lot of our customer service along the way because, both sides, both the employee and the
quicker
customer.
To be negative, and a lot of the younger generation now that's working retail and
don't want to be speak to
and service. They're not unfriendly, but they're not. It's not the same as when we got it beat into us that you have to be like smile and say hi and be really chipper. And
my favorite is when you say hi to somebody and they look at you like you scared them half to death. Like they're shocked that you said hi to them. I'm like, honey, get out more.
Creep. Why you say hi to me?
Right? What used to always get me when I worked retail is people would leave and I'd say, okay, have a nice day. And the older gentleman half the time would go, yeah.
Yeah, that still happens.
Oh, thanks.
And the woman will usually turn around and go, you too,
You're
honey.
right, but the guys are just,
that still happens.
That's
but
not
you
the
know
response for have a good day.
And it's funny because a lot of the shows that you watch, on Nameless, a lot of the vintage antique shows that you watch on HGTV are different things. All you see is the negative because that's what people want to see.
That's what drama.
Right?
I mean, we've learned it on Facebook. If we have a post that is even,
I'm no better. I'm doing a reality show that's going to show it.
Right? And we need the drama. But I find it
coming
even
up
with my own Facebook pages. Like if I make a post about something happy,
Uh-huh.
it gets only so many views. If I make a post about the post office, breaking something in transit, I'm like, oh no, this arrived destroyed. It gets 1 million views.
Okay, this is perfect right
Facebook
here.
Feeds on drama and negativity.
She's an artist and she makes these little paintings, right? That figures in different likenesses of characters and stuff like that. And somebody got mad at her because they felt that, well, they did similar, so why are you doing this? And it turned into a bickering thing.
Yeah, they came on my
what
page
did you
and
end
said
up
you
with?
Copied me. It
was the very first time you achieved
a viral post.
Over 1 million.
2
million.
2
million.
And so Facebook ends up paying me because you came to my page to start drama instead of just
I think it's hilarious.
Hey,
I love it.
So that's what also.
So bring on the drama. No, I'm kidding.
Social media runs on drama now. If you guys angry react this post instead of hearts or thumbs up, it'll get more views.
It will get more views.
It's crazy. We've
used
done
to be
that back and forth with
there used to be a saying that we had in retail, and both of you are, well, you're not that much younger than me, but you probably wouldn't have been in the workforce during this time. That said, for everything you do right, a person will tell one person.
Oh yeah,
if you do something wrong, that 10. One person will tell 10.
People love to complain and say, you know what just happened.
It's more engaging when somebody does something bad. Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, tell me. Oh, I hate them too.
Misery
loves company.
That's an awful way to do it.
It is.
So, anyway, so tell me, so this is not affiliated with Time Warp.
Other than you guys are part of it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We're not putting it out or anything, which I'm happy to say because I love the fact that you created it. It's called
Harper Avenue Antique District.
Now, let's say that you're coming here to visit, right? Because we have a lot of people in Florida. We have a lot of people overseas. We have a lot of people that watch us.
Even on the west side of the state. I mean, if somebody says, I live in Ann Arbor, I hardly ever make it over here.
Harper Avenue Antique District has a Facebook page.
It does.
So
you can see posts from all of the stores individually. I'm on social media a lot for here and for my other job, and I'm a night owl. Shut up, so are you.
All the time.
But I will reshare everything, so you will see all in one place. Sales, new items, cute videos, cute reels. If the stores post something, they can post it in the group. Customers can comment. Customers can comment asking for things, and we're trying to get it very visible for everybody.
Use it because it's good. It's funny you say that because I am on social media all the time, probably more than you, because I have to actually turn my phone off or put it like away from where I can reach it. No, when I go to bed.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I have a tendency
on a really short cord, so I can't reach it.
I wear a watch that glows in the dark, and I have a tendency to look at my watch, right? But if I have to use the restroom or something and I come back, my first habit is to grab that, even at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is ridiculous. But I've sent some good posts out 2 o'clock in the morning.
Probably dramatic ones.
So how often are you using yours? And why aren't you here shopping instead? Yeah. So
and becoming a sponsor.
Right, and becoming a sponsor.
But it is a necessary evil these days. Like we all talk about how I wish I could get rid of my personal one and just use it for my businesses, but it's also how I keep in touch with, I just went to the wedding of someone I went to high school with.
Right.
On December 29th. And some of our old teachers were there and, siblings and stuff. And I probably wouldn't know currently what's going on in everybody's life as much as if I didn't have Facebook and I could see their kids and their soccer games.
So if you guys don't know, we are on Facebook. Of course, you're watching us right now. And our YouTube, we've talked about our YouTube. We are on everything. Okay, so we're on Instagram, and we do have a huge following on Instagram.
And
but
eBay and Etsy,
yeah,
and not
but
even just the
Instagram,
social sites.
No, but Instagram we only use for clips.
Let me ask you this, though,
Yes.
because this is important too. Most people, when they say, well, you know, I'm on YouTube and Instagram, and you know, they've been on it for like 90 days. How long have you had those accounts open?
We have had YouTube now for 10 years,
At least
9 years.
But you know what we do probably need to venture into, because we're growing
we have
still too.
We have 2 YouTube pages, by the way.
We probably do need to get with the TikTok.
Oh, I am in TikTok. We are on TikTok. Okay,
but not as much.
Oh, we have quite a huge following. Because I post the clips.
Well, yeah, everything
on it. So we're sitting at so Instagram and TikTok are the 2 hardest to maintain growth on followers.
They have the shortest attention.
Yes, they do.
Viewers
And
the younger crowd.
Very young,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Facebook apparently is for the boomers and close to that age bracket these days. Which
So
I feel
on
like.
Instagram, we're approaching 5,000, which is pretty good for Instagram. I mean, it's not great. I know people who have 100,000, 200,000, but we don't do viral clips that often on modern viral clips on
if we
Instagram.
reshare some of our older content, sometimes that'll go. That one you reshared years ago
from 2010.
Yeah, and you shared like, look at these cool items we got in, and boy did that one go crazy. So apparently we need a throwback Thursday and just go find an old video.
TikTok, go on and look, because we're approaching 2,000 followers, which I thought was pretty good, because TikTok, they come on and they go off. They come on and go off.
Well, and it's very quick scrolling if you don't catch people's attention like that.
So we are on all of that. YouTube, we have 2. Our YouTube, what?
Daniel said, I remember when YouTube didn't have ads.
What are you on? What am I on then?
I told you we don't see the same comments.
No.
Who knows?
And I'm on time.
I don't even see all the comments. I don't see how many
finally.
people are watching.
I remember when YouTube didn't have ads. I do too. And now they pay, so I'm thankful.
Fair.
But I am not thankful when I'm watching it.
We need those ads.
When I'm watching it, I'm not thankful. Okay, so when you go to any of these stores around Harper, check and make sure they have them. If you don't see these in the store, then ask them why they don't have them. Because, you know, one of our local what's it called? I can never remember the government
politician.
Seat. Yeah, but
sort of public figure.
Thank you. One of our city councilor member picks them up, so and was very excited about it. So, you know, check them out.
Well,
she went to a lot of hard work on these.
I chose the name Harper Avenue Antique District because of the 10 stores, 4 of them are on Harper. And the rest are just, if you go up Harper, basically to Crocker or Cass. So it's between about the Mount Clemens area and St. Clair Shores. And I'm also going to be starting to include, we talked about the insert for a second. I'm going to add a few more stores that have been mentioned. I'm going to do a flip side that says, while you're in the area, go here for coffee, go here for lunch, go here for dinner and drinks, and feature some of those other, again, small businesses. I'm not going to tell you to go to the Dunkin' down the street for coffee.
No, they would be.
We're going to do, you know, Black Cat and Crocker Coffee House and things
you know
like
that Dunkin' exists. You don't know these other places exist.
And we want to, if you're going to make a whole destination of trying to hit all the stores in one day, which you definitely can do, you're going to get hungry. We have people here ask, you know, hey, I'm from out of town. Where's good for food? So I'm going to have those included as well. And I'll be hitting up a lot of those places soon to see if they're on board with even just having a bulletin board.
Right. Thank you for doing this.
Well, we should all play nice. Yes. Small businesses supporting other small businesses and not just competing.
So some of the things in last week, we talked about what, you know, our path, that we showed videos on what was coming up on, or what we've done and those of you who are on the edge of, should I sponsor, should I not, take a look at last week's video, because it shows you some of the highlights that we did. Go on our YouTube, look at our YouTube, take a look at our Detroit icons, take a look at the collection series. You see, we're not playing around. We are in this for the long haul, and pretty soon I posted, now this is funny, and I should have put them on there, and I might put them on next week. I posted my dream of the future. Did you see those?
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. I loved them.
The stores, my dreams of the future. The stores across the country, the TWL production studio, and the hotel Time Warp Decades, where every floor is a different decade experience.
That would be amazing.
So
we got big dreams over here.
It's gonna happen. Of course, I'll be 90 when it's done, but still,
hey,
I'll be 90 anyways.
Right?
Yep. So I talked to this woman once, and she was, I want to say she was in her 60s, and she just went back to school to finish her doctorate. And she goes, I have 6 years. And this is where it stuck to me. And she said, and I said, 6 years? I said, are you ready for that at 60? And she goes, why? I'm going to be 66 anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
and I just, and that
could be
conversation
70 with a dream, or you could be 70
stuck in
with
my head.
the dream hotel you want.
Right. So you're going to be that age anyways. You might as well
have some of those
have what you want with that
fruition,
age.
Yeah.
Right. Crocker Coffee House is really nice.
Yes, it is. In fact, that's probably where we're going to have our next meeting.
Crocker Coffee House.
Because we just did Black Cat Coffee. Crocker Coffee House is really pretty. Holly helped design the interior.
Oh, that's what you were
Holly
talking about.
of the
That's
conservatory is a designer, so she helped design the inside, and it's really cute. So we're gonna do, monthly meetings with all the owners of these antique stores,
so that we can try and
bounce
make your
ideas.
guys' shopping experience along Harper a more pleasant and fun experience. So like I said, we talked about what we did in the past. We talked about a little bit, showed you about our whatnot that's going to be starting soon.
That'll be a
we
new
actually talked about that today, and
we'll be jumping into that with
everything. And he's
that's
over
be
there.
Fun.
I'm on it every day looking at records.
I felt so bad.
Why?
I saw a young girl get really scammed last night.
Oh no!
She sold like way less.
Oh no!
Then what
you got to do your research.
Time she had like shut the stream off.
Oh.
She realized that somebody had got to her before me and told her.
Don't sell that Rolling Stone album for $2.
Well, unfortunately for all of you viewers and all of you shoppers, that won't happen with us.
No, we do know our stuff. And on the rare chance that we don't, there's Google image for everyone now.
Yes, there is. But you know what?
Look things up.
One of the things about owning stores like this, one of the things that you do is you make mistakes. You end up, I mean, we have found some of the best things in little stores. Steve can tell you stories of thousands of dollar turnarounds that he found in antique stores because you just don't know. We don't know everything.
No.
I challenge you. Come in and shop, find something. So that's a good way to get people in.
Right. We dare you to come in and find something that we missed.
Find something
we missed, and then take
Steve's
it to
probably
Antique
going,
Roadshow.
No.
Steve's like, stop it. Don't tell them to come in and do that.
So in less than 2 months, we are going to be at the Autorama, and we're going to throw that up again. You guys have seen this. So Autorama in Detroit is the end-all say-all when it comes to, well, a lot of people think the International Auto Show is, but that's kind of dying away a little bit.
It's not as interactive. Like, I used to always go to the auto show. It's around my birthday, so my dad would always take me and a couple friends. Yeah, from high school. We'd go get pizza. That was the tradition. We'd go get Pizza Popolis and go to Greektown, and then we'd go to the car show. And the car show is fun, but it's kind of like the difference between going to like a museum and then going to like a hands-on like art class. Because I feel like Autorama is a little more like it's
Autorama, they tear the cars apart and put them together.
Yeah, it's older cars, it's rat rods, it's performance vehicles,
muscle vehicles. It's
the owners are sitting there with them though, and like they have stories that go along with their cars. So it's not just pretty vehicles sitting there.
Right. The way that they described it was that at Autorama or at the International Auto Show is the car. It is the untouched car.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, but
the Autorama is the art behind creating
and
cars.
The driver.
It's the lifestyle
and
of
the
cars.
Drivers.
You've got upstairs that still has where they polished it so much that you have no more hands left. You can actually see in it and see in the chrome, which is beautiful and all, but it's a lot of work. And downstairs is where they have all of the muscle cars,
which I love.
the built cars, the kit cars, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. A lot of the auto clubs are downstairs.
Well, and they have fun stuff like, the Ghostbuster Mobile and the Mystery Machine
all throughout.
And the Batmobiles.
One of the things, if you guys are a 70s baby like I am, neither of these two are, but if you were a 70s baby like I am, you're not, are you? You were born in 80s, right?
1980.
Yes. So, the 70s, we had Evil Knievel. And my father was a huge Evel Knievel fan. And I went to Autorama last year because we do a show there every year. That's what you're seeing here. And they had all of the Evel Knievel stuff there along with some of the family. It literally made me tear up because I hadn't seen any of that stuff since my dad passed away.
Yeah. And then see, I went and did I go last year or was it
Yeah.
the year before?
Did you pop in? Well, you popped in last year. I don't know how long you stayed.
But, well, and I think Dan was deployed.
This year she has to be there for the whole thing.
I'm excited though.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna dress.
So does he.
I'm gonna dress retro again. I wore like my leather jacket.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like grease outfit.
So we have a blast at Autorama, you guys. So Autorama is February 28th. I've just made plans for February 28th.
You have been telling me since
oh
December
my gosh,
not to touch
with the Detroit
February.
Historical Museum. Rebecca, I got to change that date.
He's been warning me for months. Don't you dare plan anything around the end of February.
It wasn't. It didn't. And you know what's so funny? That was tentative, anyways. So we will have to revisit that.
I would say you need a personal assistant, but I kind of am one, and we still miss things.
Okay, that's my silliness. Anyways, so I will reschedule that because, and I'll tell you about what we're doing with the Detroit Historical Museum. But
kind of big.
Autorama is just fun. Dave Marchione opened the door to Autorama for me and for TWL, and we film around his area. But we do a lot with the pinups there, and we film the pinups. We interview the reigning queen, the pass-off queen, and the new queen, and then the top 5. And then we do behind-the-scenes interviews with them too while they're getting ready in the back, which is a lot of fun. And I mean, it is a blast. We also talk with different car creators, and we have a couple surprise guests this year. I can't say who they are, but that we will be interviewing at the Autorama. And I'm just excited about it because, we're going to do some work with Rockabilly Radio. It would be a great, great exposure for somebody who wants to sponsor. Now, please note, this show, you heard a lot about sponsorships. I'm not going to do that in every show. I may bring it up every once in a while, but I hate to watch things where it's like money, give me money.
Well, it's available on all of our medias. You can find the links if you're interested.
Hello, Mom. So sponsorship of Time Warp TWL will help me, keep Roberto longer to help, you know what I mean? Keep do better shows. When I say longer, meaning more out of store shooting or more in store shooting. To get locations and stuff like that. It does help. But Autorama is just a lot of fun. And I'm excited because you have been there before with us. You went through that hellish time with us at Autorama that one time. And then the Roberto has not. I mean, I don't know. You've been to Autorama before?
Well, the hell you mentioned, I've worked with some of the same people.
Yeah, I know.
In the past.
It was a little chaotic to say.
Have you gone there as a guest?
No.
Okay. Have you gone there as working?
No.
Okay, so it's going to be your first time there. And I'm super excited about that because I am getting a Wi-Fi box so that we can try and go live. Because when you try and go live, and
my cell phone doesn't even work in there, so
no, it's nuts. And that's the fiasco I'm talking about. We tried to do a live show from there the first year, and it was like pixelated.
Yeah.
It felt like it was like
the
Pac-Man was going to come
really
buy it
weird
all,
and
eat it all.
Jog. And...
But then because of the pixelation, because of the things just got out of hand. But this is our 3rd year there, and I'm excited.
Well, and
our
production has gotten much more
better,
much more streamlined.
Although I am going to give a shout out to Christian. He did a fabulous job last year. So, but we have Roberto this year, and depending on the sponsorships, I might even have Christian come and work with Roberto, and that way we can walk around there with cameras going around us like we're, somebody.
Well, and we have a setup.
Reach only goes this
We have a setup when we're there. We have a permanent spot. So it's like we have a little booth. So,
we do. We have our backdrop and everything.
If we have sponsors for that, we can also have logos up. We have a banner.
Our big banner would have your logo on it as well as ours so that they would see it. And then if you did the higher end, you could actually come there and be on the show with the girls.
Hand out business cards,
you know what I mean? Stuff
stickers,
like that.
Whatever.
Absolutely. So that's coming up, and I'm excited about it. But you know what's killing me is our next 3 shows. I love it. I'm
the
so
rest of the month, we have great guests coming up.
We do.
One is mine. I'm
yeah,
excited.
Only one? Yeah, I guess so.
Just one.
But throw it back here. Detroit Historical Museum. We will be doing a big show in February at the Detroit Historical Museum. On Black History Month, we will be talking about Black Bottom. We will be talking about the Underground Railroad. We will be talking about Detroit's role it played in the Underground Railroad. And we will have some great interviews of some of the curators of those as well. So I'm excited. I might even get a hold of Eric, see if he can come and talk to us about his work on Black Bottom that he's going to be doing.
Are we doing that in February?
In February, yes.
But
not apparently not on the 28th, like I thought.
No.
So
different date.
Because I kind of will be busy then. So that's what I meant when I was talking about Detroit. But next week, we have one of the best shows coming up. We've got the Mugs. If you've not heard of the Mugs, then you're hiding under a rock, because I have their list here of what they've done. They have pages and pages of success. I love it.
Been awarded and attached to, and like I've heard of them, I've heard them, but I didn't know how many movies, commercials, TV shows,
how many awards they've won.
Their music has been attached to, how they started, what they've won. I was like, wow, these guys are crazy. I knew of them, but
so I've known Tony Muggs for a couple of years. He's been on the show once before, a long time ago. Before we had any production, everything, I had to tell him it's a whole different world now. Yeah. So what you're seeing on here is this is the Mugs, and we do carry their albums here as well as their autobiography book here. So for Tony Muggs. So just to give you an idea of the types of accomplishments they've had, Fox Sports has licensed Down Below, which is off from one of their albums, the song Down Below, in 2024. In 2022, The Summer Became Pretty, season 1, episode 5 on Amazon Prime. One of their songs went on that. Riverdale on the CW. They have won multiple Detroit Music Awards. They have been in such campaigns as Estee Lauder, as well as
they've opened up for a lot of bands at Royal Oak
Michael
Music Theater.
Kors.
Yep.
They Michael Kors. Their songs have been heard in The Purge, the election day year.
That's a big movie franchise.
Yes, it is. And then ESPN's 30 for 30 documentary series. It just goes on and on. Chevy commercials.
So you've probably heard more of their music than you even realize, because it's in so much media. And that's a big portfolio of look what our music is in.
They recently opened for Blue Oyster Cult. They recently just opened for them. They have been on the same rosters as Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, as Candlebox, as I'm just going through Warrant, Verb Pipe, the Detroit Cobras, just all these different rosters that they've been on. And I don't want to give too much away because we're going to hear it from them next week, which is pretty cool. But the amount of awards they win, I could just go on and on for hours. So, and
they're a local band, and we love local.
Yeah, because it looks like they started in 2004, where they signed with a local Detroit label, Times Beach Records, in August in 2004, and it just went on from there. Now, just like any other human being and any other group, they've had their setbacks, they've had their huge successes, they've had their, and we're going to talk about all of that.
Yeah.
And I knew that you would enjoy those.
I got a million questions.
Now, do you know the Mugs? Have you heard them?
Well, we talked about it before the show. I'm pretty sure that they were probably on a bill.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure that I've seen them a couple times.
Right.
I've seen them open for bands, I'm sure.
You're going to have to show me how to run that stuff so you can sit over here and talk music with the band.
One of the things...
I'll sit there with the headphones on.
So everybody who watches knows that you are a huge Kiss fan.
Yes.
Okay. Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, all of them, right? So then you used to watch Gene Simmons' Family Jewels.
Oh, yeah.
So they had a song featured on it. all around you in 2010. And I think that's pretty impressive. I think this is a legacy in its making. It is. Because one thing, and this is why I do this. This is why I think you enjoy doing this. This is our legacy. You know, I don't have any kids. You don't have any kids. I don't know. Tony might, but still his work is his legacy. We want to leave something after we go so that people don't forget us. And that is a part of being a legacy. And, you know, that's why we do this. That's why you should sponsor.
We get to meet some really cool, really cool and interesting
people are going
people along the ways.
Getting rid of it. Him and his money.
They're going to start turning us off.
I know. Isn't that funny? So the mugs will be on next week with Tony and Danny Muggs, 2 of the 3. And we're going to hear some pretty cool things. You know, like I said, I've had Tony on the show before. His rise to fame is such an interesting story that they wrote an autobiography on it. And I'm waiting for the movie to come out because it's pretty intense. We do also have the following week. We have RSII, RS the second photography going to be on. That's Ray Smith the second. He is one of the premier photographers for the Metro Detroit pinup community. And we are going to have 3 pinup models that will be here as well. Lindy Lamore, Lana Lenore, and Shelly Galore. And if that Lana Lenore rings a bell to you, it's because she has been on our show a couple of times. And we carry her jewelry line, which is Pretty Little Things Vintage. All 3 of those girls are women, are crown winners. All 3 of them have won multiple crowns in the pinup community. And I thought it would be good for once I was going to have Ray on to have the 3 of all of us talk about what it's like in the pinup community, what it's like being a photographer for the pinup community,
doing vintage photo shoots,
vintage photo shoots and stuff like that. And it's going to and you know, we work a lot with the pinup community. I'm very close to the pinup community, all aspects of it, from Vehicle City Vixens to Detroit pinup culture, which is ours. Yes,
the clothes we carry that they just love to buy and wear.
Thank you for saying that. The parade this year is going to be crazy. It's also going to be filmed for 2 reasons. And Roberto's going, I have not heard this.
It's like,
yet.
What are you getting me into now?
It's being filmed for 2, but we could probably use the footage the same. We'll film it for TWL, of course, but it's also being filmed for a new series that's coming out. But the winner, whoever is crowned the queen of the Detroit Autorama, will be the main pinup in the Memorial Day Parade in St. Clair Shores, which is the largest Memorial Day Parade in the Midwest. And last year I had 4 girls. I had Shelly, I had Lana, I had Kelly Fitzpatrick, and Victory Star, love her. And we won 3rd place, and we were with the Bubble Gunner van. I had to think about it. It's been a while since I've seen it. And this year we're doing a whole float. And I know that Tiki, that our friends with the Tiki are going to be coming with the truck, and then we have the back, and we're going to be doing it all up. It's be a lot of fun. So they're going to be on the show on the 20th. Is that what it says? The picture, the 20th.
Yeah, 120.
Okay. They're going to be on the show on the 20th, and it's going to be a fun show because these people are fantastic. They are hams. They love to live it up, especially Lindy Lamore. She is just so great to have on. All of them are so great to have on. And of course, we'll talk about Pretty Little Things Vintage because it's everywhere here. You can see it.
Make sure I wear some.
And then we have Brittany Bird, who is Baird. Did I spell it wrong?
I don't know if you spelled it wrong. You just said it wrong, I think.
Oh, okay. So I'll double check that spelling, Brittany. But how'd you say it? Baird. And so we're gonna have Brittany Baird, who owns She Wolf Fitness,
which is right down the street.
Yes, but it is a women's only gym, so no guys can go there. But she's going to come and she's going to see how many of you are still on your resolutions. And when you see her, as you can see in this picture,
she's
you
phenomenal.
better be on your resolutions.
Tips, I'm assuming.
Because this woman could take
healthy,
me.
live healthy.
She has the medical credentials to back it too. She's a certified nutritionist, certified physical trainer, personal trainer. She is a bodybuilder herself.
Well, it's clear. Look at the picture.
She just competed.
I don't want to meet her in a dark alleyway. She kicked my butt.
She could bench press both of you.
Yes.
And she'll tell you that. She's about 5'2".
Of course she is.
Just all muscle and brains. But I've been training with Brittany since just before COVID. And I actually met her because I know her husband through like the local craft beer community.
Right.
And when everything went on shutdown and you couldn't go to the gym and all you could do is go to work and go home, we did like just live video Zooms, and we'd all get together on Zoom and work out in our living rooms together, and got through COVID. And then she was just being a personal trainer. Then she would meet her clients like at the gym. Now she's got her own business right down the street. She's got 2 locations.
We've seen her on Fox 2. We've seen her on Click on Detroit. We have seen her all over social media. She's a winner she's a bodybuilder winner too. She's won contests.
She's gotten 3 girls now from her gym to go to stage, and she's always looking for more. So she'll be here to tell us all about.
She's a family. She's mom.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I would say this most recent picture that is post baby. That is post. I think she's a little bit younger than me, so she's not quite in her 40s yet. But I mean, she's competing with girls
when I
in
say
their 20s.
That she's here to find out if you've done your resolution, hopefully you've maintained your resolutions for at least the first month, because you don't want to go up against her.
Right. And she can tell us all about, actual nutrition, why diets are bad, why women should lift weights, why you don't have to spend
feel like
hours
I'm pregnant with 3 babies,
We'll have her
that never get delivered.
We'll have her come whip us both into shape.
I know, right? But I felt, you had brought that up for Brittany, and I was like, oh, how can I tie this in? Because I'm always we run a vintage and antique store, and I want the information to be, a teaching moment, but I also wanted to tie in. And I thought, you know what? We're going to talk about your resolutions, and then I'll ask her what she thinks of jazzercise and different thigh masters and stuff like that.
Sweating
and
to the
how
oldies.
she feels about all that and stuff like that. And if she feels that it's a good thing to do. So we're going to tie it in, but we're going to get some great information from all of these guests that we have.
Yes.
From
January's
the
gonna be awesome.
it is. So anyways, but we have a few things here that I wanted to talk about. It's $1 million, everybody. It is. That actually is. This is the Millionaire's Money Dome. And you would buy these at as souvenirs. It's probably discontinued money that they shred. And I'm going to tell you, even for all those people who are very ADD inclined, if you try to put this together, I can guarantee you it's like the McDonald's puzzle where there's one piece missing in every dollar you put together, if you're lucky. So you'll put them all together and not be able to cash it. But if you went to the Treasury Department, you can buy these. But they're really cool to give. A lot of guys like them. A lot of people like them on their desks, stuff like that.
It's a fun novelty gift.
It's a fun novelty gift.
And now, it's usually at the register, and people ask us about it every day.
They do every day. And it's funny because we've had a couple of them. We keep finding them. And I'm surprised people haven't tried to do something. Although there was millions of these.
Maybe someone somewhere has taped them all back together and tried to take them to the bank.
I like the fact of a guy having that on his desk, like a business owner or something. It's kind of like a motivational piece.
Exactly. You look at this and you think, one of these days I want to be able to shred this much money and not worry about it, right? We were talking, and I said some things should never be brought back.
But a lot of things are coming back.
Yes. And
this is one of them.
There's 2 main things that I've always said should never make a return. And the third thing would depend on one of those 2. So the first thing is mullets. The 70s mullet should never have come back. I think it is.
They kind of did.
They did come back. They did come back.
The kids are wearing the shaggy wolf cuts right now that are borderline mullety.
I'm just telling you, I'm not a fan of mullets. I think it takes the right person to wear it for the right time,
And
then
who
it should
would
be
that
gone.
right person be? Because I can't think of one.
The guy from Stranger Things.
I could still grow one.
Him, that one little the curly hair.
Oh, Dustin. Yeah,
Couldn't
Dustin
you?
kind of rocked it a little bit.
It's not here, like-
No, but you can still do it along the back. Dustin for the show.
Yeah, he
but
kind of rocked
I'm not a
it.
huge fan. And the other thing is the 80s geese.
And see, I think I say 90s because
Oh, this is 1987.
But right on the edge, and then in the 90s, that was everybody's kitchen. It was either that or it was like that faux Tuscan. People who weren't even Italian had either a Tuscan kitchen,
so
apples, or geese.
I remember in the 80s growing up, and this being on the porch. My mother never had one, but this being on, or maybe she did. I just didn't see it. But did you have one, Mom? Did you have a geese on the front porch?
They're back
I
too,
think
you know.
neighbors did.
Porch geese are back, and
Steve's sister has one.
People are dressing them up again. People are stealing them.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was a big one. Right?
That was a big one, and the wood.
Yes.
The,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
The little white kitchen ducks were
yeah.
everywhere.
The shelves, the floating shelves with the hearts cut in them, with the
Yes.
geese on them, stuff like that, and that's all coming back. That's cottage core.
Cafe curtains.
Yep.
Dish towels.
So I believe that in the 80s, our neighbor, like Charisse, I think Mom had one. The Kings had one. I remember their neighbors. Isn't that funny? And I'm talking way back in the mid 80s.
See, 80s, 70s into 80s was Mary Mushroom, I think.
Oh, they went back.
And
further
then this was like
this is
growing up as
not
a kid
to
in
not
the
come
90s.
back, but it is. So the blue geese, and it's funny because they say everything is cyclical.
Yes.
And it is. But some things can wait until I go.
Oh yeah, because like Art Deco's coming back again.
And I like Art Deco.
Oh, I love Art Deco.
And we're gonna do a show on Art Deco here soon because it is the thing. And did you know, a couple of did you knows, did you know that we carry silver wipes that we make ourselves? And these are only $5 and they're great for your purse. Because if you're out and about and you notice your ring, I'm like, oh, where is it? It's on my necklace in my pocket.
In your pocket.
Yes. And they say it like that because last week I took my necklace off, and because you can hear it if I don't, I take my necklace off. She usually always puts her hands out to take it from me. And I said, no, I'll put it in my pocket.
Did he put it in his
But
pocket?
let me tell you, my wedding ring's on that. And that's an expensive ring. And the next day, the Wednesday morning, Steve and I are up here and blah, blah, blah. And a customer comes up and hands Steve this and said, I found it on the floor. And Steve looks at it and goes, Jason, come here. And it was my necklace with my rings on it. I left it sitting on the floor. I swear to God. But these are great. These are great little gifts if you want to do just a little gift buddy. But they are simple to use. I'm going to show you. They say Time Warp Red front. I made these so long ago.
Did these work on glasses too?
On silver.
No, like on your glasses lens.
No,
like,
no.
Okay. Just jewelry and
because it's got chalk and it'll scratch your glasses. Okay.
They say polishing cloth, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't multi-purpose.
So it's a 4-part cloth, and our main ingredient is chalk, because chalk cleans silver. And you can use these until, honestly, it's in my pocket. Hold on. I'm going to show you how much this works. Okay, necklace and rings. I can't, my ring is meteorite, so.
Because you're a space cadet?
Yeah. Okay, which one? So I'm going to show you my necklace, right? Can you see it? Doesn't look that dirty, does it? Okay. I'm going to take this on the inside. I'm going to just take the inside one, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa.
All that
Look
tarnish
at that.
that comes off.
All that tarnish that came off. And then you can do it. And look at it.
Wow.
And
bright and shiny.
And all I did was the small part. So it's a great way. These are a great way to clean your jewelry on the spot. So if you are somewhere, you're going out somewhere nice, you're going to the premiere of the Icon series, and you notice, oh my gosh, my rings are horrifying. You can take that out because I would notice that. Your watch, absolutely.
Yep.
Fingerprinted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
and you wear it all the time.
Yes, and we have a ton of these, and it tells you how to do it. You can give it one wash, and then it will still work, but that's about it. Then you have to buy it again. But you use these till they're black. Honestly, you use them till they're black, because they're kind of like like glass cloth.
Mhm.
You use it till it's
Every
Yeah.
spot,
breaks
every
apart.
spot you
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that way, I can't put that back out there. I just used it. You're gonna open it and it's gonna be black.
Oh, I
off now.
I know, right? So these are a great thing, and they're great. Like, let's say you come in and you buy a bunch of silver for your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever. These are a great add-on. Throw them in, good to go.
Well, and even silver plate items like
You can use those on
serving trays and like little pitchers and stuff are becoming popular again for decor.
Yep.
And you don't want to take all of the patina off, but you want to give it a little bit more shine if you find some older silver plate decorative pieces.
This is me being me, and some people will disagree, but never, ever, 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 ever dip your silver in silver cleaner. Because when you dip your silver in silver cleaner continuously, I'm talking jewelry. I'm talking jewelry. It starts to pit because silver cleaner is harsh.
Yeah.
And so over time, the more you clean it, your silver will start to pit. You'll get a white residue on it. And it will start to pit, and it will then the metal itself will be compromised.
It eventually start to tarnish faster the more you do it.
It will. So I'm a firm believer that if you need to clean your jewelry, I don't care if it's gold, you do not throw it into liquid, because there's stones, there could be designs, there could be areas that aren't meant to be cleaned. They're supposed to be patinaed, and you drop it into liquid, it's going to take it all off.
Yeah.
The liquid silver cleaner like Tarnex and stuff like that, when that was made, they were made for silverware. They were made for serving pieces, stuff like that needed that heavy duty industrial cleaning, or a lot of crevices that needed to be cleaned that you couldn't get to. So I'm a firm believer in that. And whoever wants to come over and start yelling at me about that, you be my guest, because I will stand my ground. Go back and watch my jewelry cleaning when I was like, I will hunt you down. But and then we have loops. Why do I need a jewelry loop?
Because not just jewelry has marks on it. Speaking of silver, you can tell with candlesticks and serving platters and jewelry. But they're good to have on you if you're an estate sailor, if you're, an antique shopper. You can see hallmarks on things, and that's part of
Tony Muggs is watching. Hello.
Hi. We just talked about your
he did. He shared it. I love it.
That's another thing we've talked about with our people that subscribe to our channel and want appraisals done
to our Facebook
subscription, which is
$2.99 a month. $2.99 a month.
We can do appraisals on items that you have that you're wondering the value, and one of the first things we ask for is, does it have any maker's marks, hallmarks, stamps? And half the time they're teeny tiny. So jewelry loops are very easy.
And that's how you use it.
Find the markings on things.
So these are good for jewelry. Finding if it's gold, the 925, the 14 karat, the 10 karat, whichever. They're great for signatures on paintings. They're great for tiny type, of course.
Well, and you can tell different types of artwork, whether it's a print, whether it's watercolor,
if it's pixelated, if it's
exactly.
So we do carry these, and you can't find these everywhere. They're hard to find. So come check them out. So anyways, again, before we started the show, I'm like, okay, we're doing a lot of talking because we have a lot of guests coming in the next 3 weeks. I don't know if we're going to go an hour, and it's already been an hour.
And it's almost over, and it's almost time to stop talking.
Don't worry about you filling the time.
He's like, you can talk, sir.
Right? Exactly. So anyways, you don't miss our shows, you guys. Don't, because, and I'm doing this here because of the fact that I went to Tony Muggs to see what he was doing. If you guys have ideas for shows, shoot them to us. Messages, and if I hear a robot show until I get them, they always say do robots.
I know.
I'm about to say anybody bring in robots.
But even
we'll do robots.
Far as the Icon series goes, if you guys personally know a long-standing business
I only have
in
two more
Detroit with history, if you know somebody with a huge collection of something
Yes.
vintage, old, fascinating, it doesn't even have to be that old.
Yeah.
I mean, we always joke now, we talk about like, you know, toys that I grew up with, that you grew up with, are vintage now.
Well, 20 years.
So yeah, we're
That's
always looking for
2002.
shows for the collections. We're always looking for guests to come on the show that have interest or knowledge about a certain type of antique or vintage item. Other small businesses in the area we're happy to work with. So yeah.
And I did get all the graphics. I had to look at my list. Yeah, if you have any, and you know, go to our TWL Time Warp Live website and put it on in there. Also register on there so you can get our newsletters, as well as Time Warp LLC, timewarp-vintage.com, which is our store's website, and the retail division. And you can also follow us on there and get the newsletters from there. There's a lot of great things coming. There's a lot of scary things coming, because we're, you know, when you're waiting for the February to come, it's one thing, but now that it's knocking on my door and I've got a list this thing, I was on backstage all day today trying to figure that out. And I did. I got it.
And filling out paperwork for
everything. So you know, talking to the different partners with things coming up, it's been a lot of fun. And I just like to keep busy, you know that. And I was featured in Mothers Against Drunk Driving for the state of Michigan as their Volunteer of the Year, which I thought was, or Volunteer of the Month, the year. I have to read it again.
Big difference.
Yeah, no, I think it was the year. Or Spotlight. I was spotlighted for the year, which was pretty good because I do a lot with them. And anyways, we're going to have a fundraiser coming up for them too here soon. We'll talk about that. Lots of things going on. 2026 is going to be epic.
It's going to be crazy.
Yes.
In a good way.
So